Can I be honest with you for a second? Because the energy coming through right now is not subtle. It is not quiet. It is not the kind of thing I can ease you into gently. What I'm feeling as I sit with your situation right now is the kind of pull that keeps someone awake at 2 in the morning staring at the ceiling, replaying every single moment they ever had with you. And that someone is not you. That someone is thinking about you right now. That someone has been in a silent war with themselves over you, and they are losing that war. They have been losing it for a while. And the energy of 444 surrounding this reading is not an accident. It means the foundations are shifting. It means something that was being held back is now breaking through. So if you felt called to this reading, if something in you said, "This one is for me," trust that. Because what I'm about to share with you has been waiting to come through. Let's start with what I'm feeling first, because before I even get into the details of this connection, I need you to understand something about yourself that the universe is screaming at me right now. You have been carrying yourself through something heavy. Whether it happened recently or whether it's been a slow, quiet kind of ache that you've been living with, there is a version of you that went through something and did not get the recognition they deserved for surviving it. You healed in silence. You rebuilt in silence. And while you were doing that, while you were doing the quiet sacred work of becoming who you are right now, this person was watching. They were watching from a distance and they were witnessing a transformation that they cannot stop thinking about. Here is what I'm picking up about them. This is not someone who is casually interested in you. Casual is not even in the same universe as what I'm feeling from their energy. What I feel from them is almost overwhelming. It's layered. It's complex. It's the kind of feeling that a person tries to logic their way out of because it scares them. They have told themselves to move on. They have told themselves that maybe you two are not meant to be, that maybe the timing is wrong, that maybe they missed their chance. They have had entire conversations with themselves trying to convince themselves to let go of you. And every single time, something pulls them right back. Every single time. They cannot explain it. They have stopped trying to explain it. There is something in their soul that has decided, without asking for their permission, that you are the one. And souls do not negotiate. I want you to hear this next part slowly. This person does not just miss you. Missing is too small a word for what they feel. What I feel from them is a kind of longing that has roots. It goes deep. It is not about the good times they remember with you, though they remember every single one of them in vivid detail. It is not even about the way you look, though that is absolutely on their mind. What they long for is something they have not found anywhere else. They have looked. Maybe they even tried. And everything they encountered just made it clearer to them. Nobody makes them feel what you make them feel. Nobody. And that realization has been sitting in their chest like a stone, and they are done pretending it isn't there. Now I want to talk about what's been happening behind the scenes, because the universe is showing me that there has been a period of separation here, whether that is physical distance, silence, an argument, a falling out, or just life pulling you two in different directions. And during that separation, something happened that neither of you fully expected. The space between you did not create distance in the emotional sense. It created clarity. And for this person, that clarity has been brutal. Because clarity does not lie. Clarity stripped away every excuse they were holding on to and left them standing in front of the truth. And the truth is that they want you. They want a future that has you in it. They are not running from that anymore. I'm also feeling something from your own energy right now, and I want to name it because it matters. There is a part of you that has been guarded. There is a part of you that learned, maybe the hard way, not to hope for too much when it comes to this situation. You have protected yourself. You have had to. And that protection has served you. But I want you to know that what I'm seeing coming toward you is not something you need to defend yourself against. What is coming is something that has earned its way back to you. What is coming has gone through its own fire. And it is arriving changed. Let me tell you what I feel about where this person is emotionally right now, because I think it will resonate with you in a way that is hard to ignore. They are at a breaking point with the silence. They have been sitting in something they do not know how to say out loud yet, but it is building. It is building like pressure behind a dam, and the cracks are starting to show. You may have already noticed a small sign. Something seemingly insignificant. A view on a story. A song that appeared out of nowhere that reminds you of them. A thought that hit you in a quiet moment that felt like it came from outside yourself. That was not random. That was a transmission. The energetic connection between you two is so active right now that it is bleeding into the physical world in little ways, and it is going to keep escalating. Here is something that the energy is showing me very clearly, and I want to sit with this for a moment because it is important. This person has a version of their life in their head. A vision. And you are in it. Not in a small background way. You are central to it. They have imagined what it looks like to have you by their side. They have imagined the kind of peace that would come from that. And that imagined life has ruined every alternative for them because they keep measuring everything against it and everything falls short. That is the position you hold in their inner world. That is how significant you are to them. And they are beginning to understand that they cannot keep living in the imagined version without doing something to make it real. Now I feel something else coming through, and this part surprised me a little, so I want to make sure I deliver it accurately. There is something about you that this person finds almost impossible to articulate, even to themselves. It is not any single thing. It is not one quality or one feature or one moment. It is the whole of you. It is the way everything about you comes together into something they have never encountered before. They feel like you are rare. Not rare in a way that puts you on a pedestal so high that you are untouchable, but rare in a way that makes them feel like they would be a fool to let you go. Like you are a once-in-a-lifetime kind of person, and they have known that for longer than they have admitted it. They are admitting it now. Quietly, internally, but they are admitting it. And that admission is the beginning of everything. Let's talk about what is shifting energetically right now, because 444 is all over this, and I do not want to skip past that. 444 in spiritual terms is the number of alignment. It is what comes through when the invisible structures of your life are being reorganized to support something real. It is the universe saying the foundation has been laid. It is saying stop waiting for permission. It is saying look at what is already being built around you. And what is being built right now is a path back. Not back to the past. I want to be clear about that, because the energy of what is coming is not a return to something old. It is the arrival of something new wearing a familiar face. This is not going backwards. This is going forward into something that finally has the maturity and the honesty and the groundedness that it always needed but maybe lacked before. The lessons have been learned. On both sides. And that matters deeply. I'm also picking up on something about the way this person carries thoughts of you when they are alone. When there is no noise, no distraction, no reason to keep their guard up, you are where their mind goes. You are their default. You are what their thoughts return to, like a compass finding north. They do not have to try to think about you. You just appear. In the shower. Driving somewhere. In that half-awake space before they fall asleep. There you are. And they have stopped being surprised by it. They have accepted that you live in them somewhere and they cannot evict you. And truthfully, they have stopped wanting to. Here is what I feel is getting ready to happen, and I want you to receive this with openness rather than skepticism, because I know that the part of you that has protected itself might want to push back a little. Something is about to shift in the external, physical reality of your situation. The internal reckoning that this person has been going through is reaching a point where it has to go somewhere. Emotion does not stay still forever. Feelings that are this strong do not stay locked away indefinitely. The energy is building toward expression, toward action, toward them doing or saying something that closes the distance between where things are and where they want them to be. I do not feel like this is far away. I feel like the timeline on this is short. The energy is ripe. And I want to speak to the part of you that has been wondering if you even want this. Because not everyone sitting in this reading is sure. Some of you have moved far enough through your healing that you are genuinely at a crossroads, genuinely asking yourself what you actually want and whether this person still belongs in your future. And I want to honor that. Your ambivalence, if you feel it, is not a flaw. It is wisdom. It means you have grown. It means you are not going to throw yourself at something just because it's available. But here is what I feel. When this person reaches out, when the moment comes and you feel that shift, there will be a knowing in you. You will know. It will not be confusion. It will be clarity. And whatever that clarity tells you, trust it. Your intuition on this particular connection has been sharper than you have given it credit for. Let me tell you what this connection could become if both of you step into it with the awareness you both have now. I feel something very settled and very deep underneath the surface of this reunion energy. Not chaotic. Not obsessive. Not the kind of connection that burns itself out in a blaze and leaves ash. What I feel is something that has been tested by time and by silence and by pain and has not broken. What I feel is something durable. Something real. The kind of love that people write songs about, not because it was perfect, but because it was honest. Because it endured. Because it chose itself over and over again even when that choice was not easy. This person is going to come back to you with a different energy than you have seen from them before. And that difference is not performance. It is not them trying to say the right things so you will give them another chance. What I feel is genuine. What I feel is someone who went somewhere difficult inside themselves and came back different. Quieter in ego. Louder in heart. And when you feel that shift in them, you will know it is real because you know this person. You know the difference between when they are putting on a face and when they are standing in front of you with nothing to hide behind. There is one more thing I want to say before I close out this energy, and it might be the most important thing in this entire reading, so please hold it. The number 444 is not just about alignment. It is also about worthiness. It is the universe reminding you that you do not have to chase what is meant for you. You do not have to make yourself smaller to keep it. You do not have to beg or wonder or sit in anxiety over whether you are enough. You have always been enough. And this person coming back, this pull they cannot resist, this war they are done fighting, it is not happening because you did something right or said something perfect. It is happening because you exist. Because you are you. Because the universe has never stopped weaving your names together in the same thread. Something is pulling them back to you. It has been pulling them this whole time. And they are done fighting it. Let them come.